Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is one of the Pinecrest apartments, maybe? I'm not exactly sure, but either way, it's one of the apartment buildings that came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And you can see the address in the top left-hand side of the screen. So if you want to place this apartment in your game, that's where it goes. So for this apartment, I wanted to do something that was based off of a picture I saw on Pinterest. So I'm specifically starting in the kitchen for that reason. And I will put the picture of it here on screen so you guys can see what I was looking at. And I just thought the picture was so cute and cozy and homey and just kind of realistic, and I wanted to bring that to The Sims. So hopefully you guys will like it. Hopefully you guys like this apartment. It's not very matchy. It's not very well put together. I mean, I tried to make it still look nice. I mean, I don't think it's a bad apartment or like too mismatched, but I just wanted it to feel more realistic. Like there's some more modern things, there's some more traditional things. I thought some things could have been like hand-me-downs or thrifted items, or even like antique items, like cool finds at maybe like the Sims favorite store or something. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hopefully you guys will like it. And I just love the kitchen so much. I loved the picture that I saw on Pinterest, and I just wanted to kind of decorate a whole apartment off of that one image, and I think it actually turned out really nice. It's not identical to it, obviously. It's more just like the layout and how cluttered it was, and a few things like the placement of certain items are inspired by it, but it is still very different. And there's a kitchen table in this kitchen, or at least in the one on Pinterest, and I didn't have the room to do that in this apartment. I could have probably chose a larger apartment, but I felt like the image of that kitchen just made me feel like it was going to be a small apartment. So that's why I chose this one, because it's one of the smallest apartments in game. And honestly, I wish we had more small apartments. I feel like they're just all so big, especially a lot of the ones that came from City Living are so big. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish there were smaller ones. Of course, you could just like block off sections of the apartment and not build there and pretend that they're just part of the apartment building and not part of the apartment that you have your sim live in or the part that you decorate. But I just wish, I don't know, I just wish there was smaller ones. But either way, here you can see I'm going through and cluttering up this kitchen a lot. Now, the original image did not have a shelf with a bunch of clutter under the window, but it did have like, I think it was more of like a little bit of a bay window, but there was a couple of cats sitting there, and obviously I couldn't do that. I mean, I could have probably used, I think there's some live edit objects cats that are like statues I could have used, but that's not what I wanted. Oh, and there's actual cat statues that came from cats and dogs. But either way, I wanted to just add extra clutter, and so I added these shelves here and just put tons of stuff on there. And then above the sink, there's a couple of open shelves with tons of debug clutter and regular build and buy clutter. And also, I really liked putting those radiators underneath the window too. That was something that I took from that Pinterest image, and I thought that was super cute. I try to use those every once in a while when I remember them. Sometimes I forget that they exist. I wish we had ones that looked a bit more modern and not so, I don't know, like almost like Gothic or Victorian. I'm not sure exactly what style those radiators are representing. They came with the vampire pack, and they're really cool. I really do like them, and I think they do look nice, but I wish we had a version that was a bit more modern. And it'd be cool if they function too. That would be pretty nice. But either way, they work nice in this apartment. And then on the refrigerator, I took some sticky notes from the debug menu from Parenthood, and I put those on there. I thought those looked really nice. And then I, of course, cluttered up the counters. I did leave a space next to the stove empty, so your Sims can actually use this kitchen. But it is still very cluttered, and I loved putting that note with the pin next to it by the refrigerator. I thought that was super cute, like a little grocery shopping list or something. And yeah, I spent a long time on this kitchen. It's definitely the most cluttered room in the apartment. I did add a bunch of other clutter and decorations throughout the rest of the apartment, but the kitchen is definitely the most cluttered. I think I was kind of not necessarily burnt out, but I spent so much time cluttering the kitchen that when it came to the rest of the apartment, I didn't have as much of a clutter drive, I guess you could say. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but here is the living room. I love the way the living room turned out. I decided to use this new couch and chair that came from the paranormal stuff pack. I was wanting something that looked really lived in, and this has like pillows and throws on it, and it just felt so like cozy and just kind of realistic. Like my couch looks like that with like blankets and pillows and stuff thrown all over it. I really wish though that furniture set would have came in some like more neutral colors. Like there's a white set and then a black set, but I wish there was like maybe browns or like greens or something that was a bit more like softer or like a gray-ish. I don't know. I like this blue. The blue is nice, but I wish there was some more like realistic colors because some of them are pretty crazy, but they're all really pretty. I do like them a lot, and I love this chair. And I decided to put a fireplace in here, and I also used the coffee table from that pack too because I felt like it was like a really cool, like maybe thrifted find, or maybe the Sim painted the flower detail on it themselves. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Like it just felt very, I don't know, just like a unique piece that somebody would find at a thrift store or got handed down from like their grandmother or something, and it's just like really special to them, and they like love having it, even though it technically doesn't really match anything in their apartment. And so I don't know, I just felt like that felt so realistic to me. So hopefully you guys agree. And this is pretty much it for the living room. I don't think I add anything else in there. So it is decorated, but not as much as the kitchen. And I skipped over the hallway because I could not figure out what to do in there. I placed a couple of items and it was not going anywhere. So I go back to it at the end of the video and decorate the hallway. But here is the entryway with a few clutter items. I decided to put a basketball in here because I thought that was kind of, I don't know, a realistic clutter item that somebody might have, like a piece of sports equipment. I mean, I don't have that by my door, but I would have like shoes and things like I put in there, but I feel like you might have like a bag or something, and we don't really have that many kind of clutter items. We do have the backpack for children, but there's like school supplies spilling out of it. I wish we just had like a throw bag or more like realistic like entryway clutter. I don't know if you guys agree. Just like a single pair of shoes or boots or something we could put on the ground rather than having like the whole shoe rack would be pretty cool. But either way, I thought the basketball was kind of fun. So I think this Sim likes to go play basketball pretty casually, I think, with like maybe their friends, like a small like basketball play group team, I guess you would call it. I don't know. But over here is the bedroom, and the bedroom took me quite a while. I really wasn't sure what bed I wanted to use. I thought this one was pretty, but I don't end up using it. I don't know, it's something about like the color scheme. I was wanting to use this bed specifically for the bed frame. I really liked the frame, but I couldn't find a color that I really liked. So I ended up going with this one from Cats and Dogs. So I thought it looked nice. I liked the blue and the brown. And then again with the radiators, putting them underneath the window, I really do like that look. I think it looks nice. But either way, over here in the corner of this room, I was going to put a chair, but I could not find one that I felt really suited the space that I wanted to use. So I went with that plant. And then again, I'm using this hanging planter, the same one that I used in the kitchen. It also came from the paranormal pack. I really like it a lot. I think the texture on it's really nice, and I like how it's long and it's super cute. I hope we get like single planters like that can sit on shelves that have a trailing plant coming out of it. That would be so cute. Like we have a few of them, but they're stuck to shelves. Of course, people have separated those items or made their own for custom content, but I really wish the Sims would come out with one in their own pack that we could just place on shelves. It would be amazing. I would use it all the time. But either way, over here is the desk. So it has a computer on it and a few clutter items. I did use a couple of things, at least that little container that came from that kit. I have it up there on the shelf. It's super cute. I thought about using the counters from that pack, but it didn't suit the look I was going for in this kitchen. And I do plan on having a build using those counters coming out soon. I built a little house that I thought I was going to use them in, but I just cannot seem to figure that house out. So I'm gonna have to keep trying because I'm not liking the interior so far, but the house is cute. But either way, here I'm decorating the hallway. Like I mentioned, it comes together pretty quickly. And then this is it for the apartment. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys do enjoy the screenshots. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
You always dreamed of making it big. In your town, people had a certain walk and a certain frown. Steady and heavy, or younger than 20. Put some color on those cheekbones. It's never too late for you to get well known. We'll teach you to blush and how to get your way. Useful tricks. Once you get the taste of it, you lay all them bricks. Higher and higher, you'll reach your desire.